Yo. Sorry I missed yesterday's stream. What up? You good? Not much, how about you?
Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Two teams that met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway. This is taken at his 4. he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Credit the tackle to Brandon Mebane.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Flush to his right. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's McCown now. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's McCown. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Throwing is McCown on 3rd down. And he'll find Golladay. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Into the red zone now. It's McCown. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. McCown keeps. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. So the D-line got the push there against the O-line to stop that quarterback sneak.
A really high percentage call on offense. I think it's the right call. But as you noted, if they didn't get the push, you can't get in there. There's no place for him to go. And that's why the whole play got stuffed.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out.
All right, here we go.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Runs over him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing on first is McCown. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
McCown to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Adam Thielen, 27 yards. And the Ravens are in for 6. Out to kick is Janikowski. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now Ben on 3rd and long. He's going to fire one deep, middle, and got his man, complete. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We'll come back here right after this. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger going underneath for Gordon. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
66.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Gordon on the dump-off. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Let's go! 38!
Looking to throw. Gordon. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. McCown now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's McCown to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. To throw, it's McCown. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2 1st downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
He will push his way down to about the 14. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On third down, that's George. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now a timeout coming here defensively, as on fourth down, may as well make him punt it. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Janikowski bangs it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive, going to the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
So we reach, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Get up there, come back. Regular. Let's go.
Play action. Now McCown. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun here for McCown. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fights loose. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down.
Let's go. Regular. Down. Ready. Let's go.
They fake the give. Now McCown lets it fly for Thielen. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. To throw is McCown. Going up top. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Let's go.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. And his throw is incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
He's going to air one out. He's got him in, complete. And that goes as a gain of 37 on third down. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 20! A very solid gain of 27.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 15 yards. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. Janikowski adds the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Out to kick is Janikowski. This will be taken in at the 1. So quick on the spin.
Oh, he's spinning, man.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And a play fake. McCown. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back now here on EA Sports. On second down, here's McCown. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Ryan Kerrigan in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now McCown. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back. Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. Touchdown, Giants. George Kittle, 74 yards. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. McCown now on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, McCown letting one go deep for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Adam Thielen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Janikowski good with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Out to kick is Janikowski. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now Gordon on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's got room. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Scrambling not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
He's back to throw. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Roethlisberger now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I'll take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field, set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. First throw in overtime now for Roethlisberger. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get...
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's got Evans. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first.
This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there in overtime. 41 yards. So often in overtime, Charles, games are won or lost on one big play. That might have been that big play right there.
And the ability to execute it despite the stakes, because listen, we've been there before. We've seen guys maybe hyperventilate a little bit when it's their opportunity. Not in this situation. They executed it calmly, and they really got it done.
And now they're set up in prime position. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Another chance to maybe end it right here. This is 3rd and goal. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. This time, Roethlisberger will throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And Janikowski bangs it through. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. A field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive, they're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown. Finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
What can McCown do now with his drive? And he'll find Thielen on the right side. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays.
And it's a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
McCown throwing on second. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
McCown to throw on 3rd and 2. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. And here's your ball game, down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on 4th down. They are going for it. It's McCown, eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we think...
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And, Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Now it's Ginn. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down.
Let's go.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 more yards there and another first down. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To Mixon on the check down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they look at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Doug Baldwin from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Avery Williamson coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Ginn. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far. Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. Now Roethlisberger. And that is going to be incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
230. Smithers, you got to spin.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ethan Westbrooks able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards. Now Ben on 3rd and long. Buying time to his left. And this one is incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn. You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll field this at the 5. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. Roethlisberger will throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a really good pickup of 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, Find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there, 26 yards. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. They find some open field here. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Jabal Sheard. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The Cowboys on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he's going to go down again. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen, and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Roethlisberger. Dancing to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On second down, Roethlisberger runs through the contact. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Flush to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Doyle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays, have them on the move on first down. They go play action here on first down. Dumps it off to Mixon. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Doyle. And he'll go down at the 28. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And Ginn's got it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Now he'll escape to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. DJ Moore, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
That good for 22 and a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
No time to shine. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jabal Sheard. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Roethlisberger going to throw it to Mixon on the check down. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And McManus able to put it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. It's caught by Mike Evans. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there at 22. Roethlisberger to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by D. Jones, the linebacker.
Let's go!
Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be a 2nd down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
Let's go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. Well, partner, even Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. The ball on the tee. We're set for football.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They go play fake. Mahomes. That's out to Hill. Right side complete. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He'll buy some time right. He's going to find Hill here. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On play action, it's Mahomes. That's caught by Butler over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Goes underneath for Bell. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 10 more there and another first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Mahomes takes it himself, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Patrick Mahomes scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Janikowski adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out to kick is Janikowski. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first carry now for Marshawn Lynch. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to...
Looking for his tight end, Clay, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Trying to get it to Clay that time.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Eighth. Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45. Black 58, Royal. Black 50.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Bryce Butler, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Out to his left. And going deep for Hill. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no. They went to him on first down, second down, third down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line.
Alabama, 380.
They start the drive with Lynch. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Brady now to throw. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard is going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On first down, Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
20.
Now a play fake. Brady. He's going to let this one go deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Brady will try again on second down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 46 yards. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up. Just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And the Giants ready to come out now. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And that'll be incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion. That made it very difficult.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back with more after this.
Wait 20! Wait 20!
So after the INT, it's Brady. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30. And touchdown! Tyreek Hill, 77 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, what?
It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 63 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Now Bell. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Flushed out right. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Bryce Butler, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4. Here's Bell, and he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Janikowski good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Out to kick is Janikowski. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong.
That's caught inside the 20. And this will get them all the way inside the Giants' 10. A big play there just before halftime. 66 yards. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. They'll run with Lynch. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, a 9-yard touchdown run. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. McManus's point after is good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. The return man is Hill. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And New York set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Butler. And they coughed it up. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they got it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Throwing now is Brady. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Brady now on first down. And going deep for Hill. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On play action, it's Brady. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Able to get there and pick it. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On second down, Lynch. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So statistically, Both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. They'll run for it. Lynch. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Oh, man. 4th down and 1, and you're on your own side of midfield? That takes a little bit of courage to pull off. But they went ahead and snapped it, and it'll work out for them as they get the first down.
Brady going to throw, and he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Play action. Now it's Brady. And he'll win it over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On play action, now Brady. Rolling to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And McManus able to put it through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and they'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing now is Mahomes. And some room to run now. And this will be a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Giants. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. This is Bell on the dump off. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
The Giants on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And some room to maneuver. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They give him 12 yards and a first down. Job one to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big third down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be up. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the first down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Mahomes going to throw. He is going to find Hill here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. And again, it's Mahomes. Steps, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chandler Jones able to get him for a loss of about 3. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Flush to his right. And some room to work. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.